Want to find some of the freshest food around? Check out both the town of La Plata and Waldorf's farmers markets. During the season, you'll find a variety of local produce, including fresh fruits and vegetables and more, from arts and crafts to popcorn treats. Want to go down on the farm? Charles County has a variety of working farms where you can purchase goods and enjoy farming-related recreational activities.
Commissioner Reuben, how are you?
Hello, how are you? It's an honor to be here today representing Charles County.
Wonderful, wonderful. I told you back in the day when we used to print our newspaper, I was down in Charles County at least 4 times a week, and really kind of liked what I saw, but never knew, you know, that that you were a native of Charles County. Is that correct?
No, actually, I'm part of one of the early migrations.
Okay, all right.
I was actually born in the Parklands area of the District of Columbia. My family moved to Charles County when I was about 6 years old. And consistent with that movement, at that time, a lot of families that were living in the district migrated to Prince George's County primarily. But we moved a little further out because my father was a public school teacher in Charles County Public Schools. So, I mean, my heart and soul will always be with the district, but yeah, we moved to Charles County, and the Charles County that I moved to is entirely different than the Charles County we see today.
How so? Tell us what's changed.
I mean,
you represent the change, but tell us how.
Right. I was going to say, I mean, just having this discussion is a reflection of that change. Charles County and the 2020 census will show clearly that our community is one of the wealthiest, if not the wealthiest, majority African-American population in the entire nation. Our population broken down by race is approximately 50.6% African-American. The median income in Charles County at the present time is almost $104,000. That number was around $87,000 in 2010. And so what makes what's happening in Charles County unique is not only is the community becoming a browner community, it's also becoming a more highly educated and wealthier population.
And then taking that road, that trip down 301, I mean, it's almost like a virtual, not a virtual, but, you know, an extended mall, because there's so many businesses from the Prince George's County line all the way down to Charles County. How has that happened? What has it, I mean, I think the economics is one that, of course, people know that there are folks with the income to support those businesses, but how did that growth happen?
A lot of it's primarily because 301 is a major artery connecting the state of Virginia to the district and the Washington metropolitan area. And through the years, Charles County was actually known in many places as being like a similar to Las Vegas. It was called the Las Vegas of the East at one point. Now, a lot of people don't want to recall that history, but you know, gambling was a big part of the economy, and back in the day when people would drive to Charles County to go to, you know, not casinos, but to, you know, to play
slot machines.
The slot.
A lot of slots, right?
Exactly. I couldn't think.
I do.
But yeah, I mean, and those are some of my earliest memories too. And I mean, I was a kid, and I remember you would go almost anywhere, and there was slot machines.
That's
you
right.
know. So, but yeah, but a lot of that was a, you know, an offshoot of that. You know, through the years, because of our economy and because of the proximity to the District of Columbia, you're seeing more development associated to Charles County gradually becoming more a part of the metropolitan region.
So, and with that, how does that happen? Because a lot of times when we hear on issues related either to crime or transportation or development, you know, we know that the district, Baltimore, I mean, as far as away as Baltimore, but Montgomery, the local surrounding counties seem to be at the table. Are you at the table as well?
We consider ourselves the new member. We are proud of the relationships we've built through the years with Prince George's County, particularly. Within the last decade, Charles County has become a member of the Metropolitan Washington Council of Governments. And so we've become more of a regional player. That still doesn't take us away from our roots as part of the Southern Maryland region. But we're in a unique position to continue to build upon, our proximity to the district. I mean, at the northernmost end, Charles County is 18 miles from the District of Columbia. So we are within that area. One of the things I wanted to share, a significant amount of the growth in this county has come from residents that have moved directly from the district and are from Prince George's County. And that's why what we see with the growth in the county, we see, our county becoming a more highly educated community. And that's something that whenever I have the opportunity, I really want to make that point, because too often the impression is given that when a community becomes brown, or somehow that's a negative. And, and sometimes that thinking seeps into the thinking of the people themselves. And so I really want to make that clear, that we're proud of seeing our community becoming more diverse.
And so when you talk about highly educated, I want to talk about schools as well. I mean, because I guess you're home growing those educated residents of the county. But talk to me about the school system, because that's what people think about when they're either leaving the district or Prince George's. A lot of those families are looking for a good school district. Does yours qualify as good?
We would say absolutely it qualifies as being a good school system, but we don't want to limit our thinking to just being a good school system. We want to be on par with those public school systems in our region that have been distinguished, such as Fairfax County, their public school system, and Montgomery County. We want to be at that higher echelon. I mean, we are competitively one of the better systems in the entire region. And that is a factor. When you talk to individuals that move to Charles County, they reference the fact that, we have a solid school system. But we want to be on par with, those jurisdictions that have been distinguished as being the top in the metropolitan Washington region.
Let's talk a little bit about business too, because during this pandemic, strangely enough, but I think a good thing is that there's been an increase of individuals, particularly African Americans, who are establishing businesses. What's the climate down there for Black-owned businesses in the county, for those who are looking to open businesses down there? Are you all providing opportunities, and what's the landscape look like?
We have prioritized the development of our minority business community. Certainly, a factor in that is recognizing the overall growth of the county. We want to be considered a business-friendly community, but we're at those baby step stages of really putting in context the type of business, a community that would put us on par with many of our partners in the metropolitan region. One of the things I'm very excited about that was a part of this administration was the county investing in doing an actual disparity study. As you know, a disparity study is extremely important to ensure that our procurement process provides opportunities for minority business owners that are seeking to do business with the county. And so making that commitment is something that we're very excited about. During the course of COVID, we've invested a considerable amount of dollars, primarily through the COVID relief funding, to create grants and opportunities for small business owners. And many of our minority businesses in the county are more so in service industries. And so our restaurants in particular were heavily hit. And so we set aside resources to ensure that these businesses would stay afloat. And so we're proud of the impact that I believe we've had in, as best we could, limit the number of businesses that ended up closing shop. But I really wanted to highlight the fact that with this disparity study, we believe this will provide more opportunities for those that are interested in doing business in our county, particularly minority firms, to take advantage of that and to thrive.
So one of the things I definitely wanted to ask, because I keep calling you Commissioner President, and I want you to I guess, describe or define for our viewers why you carry the two titles. And in Charles County, that's equivalent to, I guess, what also Brooks is in Prince George's. Yeah, explain that, the Commissioner President title.
No, that's a great question. Our form of government, which is called Code Home Rule, operates under a commissioner body. That is different than a charter form of government, which you see like in Montgomery County and Prince George's County, where you have an actual county executive. It's similar somewhat in scope, but in terms of actual authority, it's a little different. But in terms of being the highest elected county-wide official, being president of the commissioner board, that would be me, and that would be the title.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good. I wanted people to know that we have the top person. I was going to say the top man, but who knows? This could be a woman. Right. The top person in Charles County. And before you go, I was going to put you on the spot and tell us what's your favorite Black-owned restaurant down there. But I don't want to get you in trouble unless you just want to offer that. But I do want you to do a commercial though for the county. Tell us why would folks from DC or Prince George's or any place in the region want to come to Charles County? What not only to live, but just to come down and just to visit.
We're proud of our county being one of the most diverse communities in the entire nation. We're proud that within the amenities that exist within this county, whether you like a more urban type setting, we have areas of interest for you, or if you're looking for a more rural type landscape, where you want to kind of settle down and maybe take advantage of those areas of the county near the water, we provide those opportunities for you. And what we're seeing as time has passed is a full appreciation of that diversity within the landscape of Charles County. So come everyone, we're excited and we look forward to seeing our partners from the district and from Prince George's County, Montgomery County, coming to see what Charles County has for you. Thank you.
All right, come on down. So Commissioner President Reuben Collins II, thank you so very much for being with us. And we look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Please. All right. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
All right, thank you.